What's going on, guys? This is XQ420 here. Welcome back to my channel. But if it's your first time and you hadn't hit that subscribe button, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and hit that thing for me. Today's video, bud, Australia, they're canceling their COVID vaccine trial over an unexpected false positive for HIV. It's like, what? Australia cancels COVID vaccine trial over unexpected false positives for HIV. It's like, man, what the hell is going on? Okay, now this is the one that they're developing out there, but it begs the question, what are in these vaccines? Look, ain't nobody actually studying the virus, culturing it, growing it in their lab and figuring things out. Everybody working off this sheet of paper that somebody wrote in pencil from China. It's like, oh man, we're gonna send y'all a genetic sequence. But they be done pumped you full of some nonsense. And you know who they want to, oh man, you know who's affected the most? Black and brown folk. Y'all need to go and get that thing. No, bruh. Man, I'm watching y'all. No, man, y'all, but everybody needs to have skepticism. That's all I'm saying. Now, it says right here that they canceled further development of COVID-19 vaccine after several trial participants, not one, not two, they won't even give you the number. Several. I mean, here's my question. In COVID-19, a respiratory infection, why, after I give you the vaccine, would I immediately test to see if you got HIV or not? Let me know. I've got time. I mean, come on now. Bud. That's why I said all this stuff is coming out too quick, man. Man, don't nobody know nothing about it. Don't nobody know nothing on how to treat it. They won't give you treatments beforehand or nothing. Oh man, we still need a ventilator. That's what some folks saying. They snorting the same crack they were snorting back there in March. But now we're gonna make this vaccine, and then after we give it to somebody, they got false positive tests for HIV. But I ain't never heard of such. I mean, maybe there has been some, in the past, but I haven't heard of a false positive for HIV. I mean, come on now. I mean, but, and of course, they say right here, the Prime Minister Scott Morrison announced that the University of Queensland vaccine would not be able to be, will not be able to proceed based on scientific advice, and that will no longer feature as part of Australia's vaccine plan. Now, they done already gave these folks, they already had them under a contract to provide 51 million doses. But, I mean, what are they going to do out there, bud? You know what I'm saying? Australia said they squash it. Look, Bo, in another article, they straight up said, oh, we don't need no vaccine this year. Well, I bet you don't. Out here getting HIV from it, potentially. It's like, hold on a second now. What proteins are in this vaccine? You know what I'm saying? What is this thing actually doing to you? Why would it bud? HIV ain't no joke, man. When you get that stuff, bud, they got they got to give you all type of drugs to keep you from leaving this earth, bud, because it destroys your immune system. That's what it does. It destroys immune systems. Not so much you die from the HIV, it's just that whatever else you get, Bo, I mean, if somebody come and throw a cold bucket of water on you to take you out, you're like, dang, you fall right out just about. I don't know if it's that deep, but I'm going overboard, but that's what I like to do. I like to get way out there. But but this just goes to show you, I'm just like, man, so you trying to tell me this thing got 99.86 survival rate, but you want me to go take some stuff that might and I might end up with some HIV? I mean, I'm just saying, bud. They talking about some false positives. I don't believe you. Somebody was positive for real, and they're like, up. That's my bad. Man, we better stop this. Woo, boy, we done clipped some folks. So, it says right here that the now canceled vax focus on COVID-19 spike protein using molecular clamp technology to lock the protein into a shape which the human immune system can identify and neutralize. To ensure an immune response, the clamp chosen to trick the immune system into attacking includes 2 fragments of a protein found in HIV, which by themselves do not pose a threat. Man, how do I know that, man? But why are you using some stuff from HIV? I don't need you to be using nothing from that. I mean, does it make any sense? Boy, you look at this stuff and you just like, man, how dumb are we? That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's like, man, are we that stupid? I mean, bud, let's make some. We need to take out COVID, but we're gonna use some proteins from HIV while we're doing it. But don't worry, they don't pose no threat. Man, I don't know what you doing to that stuff. How I know it don't pose a threat? But it ain't been but 9 months. You know what I'm saying? We ain't 10 years down the road. Let me tell you something right now. There were folks back in the day telling you, oh, that asbestos ain't gonna do nothing to you. Now when you turn the TV on, mesothelioma. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but they straight up, the asbestos, we ain't worried about that stuff. It ain't got no long-term effects. Bo, don't trust nobody. When they tell you something ain't got no effect on you, man, you're lying. I'm looking into it, okay? And you tell me that you putting some HIV stuff into a vaccine, it's a strict no-go for a brother like me. That's all I'm saying. So they on the outs right there in Australia, but the one from Pfizer, man, they're monitoring for some Bell's palsy, and I don't know if y'all know what Bell's palsy is, but it's pretty much where you look like you had a stroke, but your whole side of your face stopped working, and they were like, and some of the recipients have ran into that after they took it, but they don't see no relationship. Oh man, there ain't no relationship in between these things. We think everything's all good. Yeah, we had about 15, 20 people get a little Bell's pop, but it's all good. Don't worry, it's temporary. But let me tell you something right now, but that temporary could be a couple years. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't your whole life. It was just a couple years of it. If you take if you're 75 and for a couple years you had Bell's palsy, that was a short amount of time of your life. You know what I'm saying? Temporary. Bo, I mean, don't you think this is something that we need to know about? Folks getting some Bell's palsy, but you wake up and you think you're having a damn stroke. Half your face stopped working. Bud, man, we just way out there. Look, in closing on this, bud. I mean, Bell's palsy, no causal relationship. And on top of this, of course, the vaccine companies, that no liability. Whatever happens, happens. It's all good. We could care less about long-term effects from this vaccine as long as we get paid. And yeah, it's all good. So I mean, that's all they care about. So we see Bell's palsy here. You've seen my other videos, folks talking about the adverse reactions. We had from AstraZeneca and Pfizer and Moderna, folks go to the hospital with some severe reactions. Ain't heard nothing, bud. Severe allergic reactions where you almost got to have an EpiPen resuscitate you right there on the spot. Like, when you get this, make sure they can bring you back to life. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then Australia, they got some HIV false positives. Man, no, sir. No, sir. I can't. But no, sir. Without a shadow of a doubt. Man, I want to know what y'all's thoughts are on this in the comment section below. This right here, I want to know if Pfizer and them were using the same proteins in theirs. You see, you won't be able to find this stuff out, Bo. They keep this stuff hidden under the dark of the night. You know what I'm saying? Bo, that thing is cloaked in mystery and shadow. That's what it is. So, you got to have people that can do some journalism and drag this stuff out. So, like I said, I want to know what y'all's thoughts are in the comment section below. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when I post in the future. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.